When you think of a budget microphone, tube gear probably isn't the first thing that comes to your mind. You're more likely picturing a basic, transistor-based mic with decent but not mind-blowing sound, minimal accessories, and packaging that screams cost saving. But the t.bone SCT 2000 is none of that. Just holding the SCT 2000 gives you a clear sense that it's not your regular budget mic. The body is made entirely of metal. No plastic panels, no flimsy parts. It's finished in grey with a subtle metallic sheen that catches the light in a really premium way. There is a nice vintage vibe to the design too. The grille is a silver mesh with a classic basket shape. It's not just for show. It's double layered and feels solid to the touch. Even the branding is tastefully minimal. Now, in terms of the feel, the mic has a reassuring weight to it. It's not heavy just for the sake of it. It feels like something reliable, trustworthy, and professional. And that build quality carries over to everything that comes with it. For starters, there is the power supply unit. Since this is a proper tube mic, it needs external power. And what they include here is no afterthought. The PSU is housed in a clean, all-metal chassis that feels like a little tank. It's got actual weight to it, and the connectors feel rock solid when plugged in. Even the polar pattern selector on the unit is honestly great. It's massively tactile. The included cable is another huge plus. Tube microphones need a special 7-pin cable to connect to the power supply, and the one you get here is both very long and high quality. Then there is the shock mount, and honestly, this thing surprised me the most. It's full metal, nicely finished, and it grips the mic with confidence. There is soft padding inside the mounting ring, so the microphone doesn't get scratched or slide around. And the elastic band feels tight, durable, and offers actual vibration isolation. Plus you get an extra pair of these rubber elements if they ever wear out. And finally we have the carrying case. And this isn't some lightweight plastic box. This is a full-on hard-shell case. It's huge in the best way. It fits everything. The mic, the PSU, the cable, the shock mount, and there is even some room for the extras. The case itself has reinforced edges, heavy-duty latches, and a sturdy handle. What t.bone has done here is genuinely impressive. The SCT 2000 isn't just a mic. It's a full, high-quality package that feels like it belongs in a much higher tier of gear. And for the price, it's almost absurd how much you're getting. What really makes the t.bone SCT 2000 stand out is the technology packed inside it, especially for a mic in this price bracket. At the heart of it is a real 12AX7B tube. It's sitting inside the microphone body. This is the same type of vacuum tube found in classic analog gear, and the best part? It's user replaceable. So if you ever want to experiment with different tube types down the line, or just want to keep your mic running in top shape after years of use, you can. That's pretty rare for a mic at this price. The SCT 2000 also features a 1.07-inch diaphragm that's gold spattered. This large diaphragm helps it capture low-level detail and presence. And it does it in a way small diaphragm condensers just can't match. But one of the most flexible features is the 9 selectable polar patterns. You're not locked just into cardioid or omni. You've got those, plus figure 8, and 6 more hybrid positions in between. And all of that is controlled right on the external power supply. The frequency response of 20 Hz to 20 kHz covers the full range of human hearing. That means it picks up deep lows, airy highs, and everything in between. The sensitivity of -38.5 decibels tells you how good the mic is at picking up quiet sounds and how much gain it needs. It's actually quite sensitive, especially for a tube mic. The low impedance of 200 ohms helps to preserve the signal quality and integrity over long cable runs. It also means it'll play nicely with plenty of preamps and audio interfaces. The self-noise is 16 dB. This is how much noise the mic makes itself when nothing is being recorded. The max SPL of 130 decibels tells you how loud of a source the mic can handle, and that's before distorting. You can throw it in front of a loud source without worrying about clipping. The overall character of this mic is warm, full, and detailed. Exactly what you would want from a proper tube condenser. You immediately notice the low-end weight. It doesn't get boomy or muddy, but there is a real depth to the bass that gives vocals and instruments a natural body. Perfect for male vocals, voiceovers, or anything that benefits from that chesty, grounded tone. Then you've got the mid-range, which is where this mic really shines. It has a smooth, musical quality that flatters just about anything you throw at it. There is no harshness, just that sweet, slightly compressed tube character. As for the highs, they are present and open, but not overly bright or brittle. You're not getting that hyped sizzle like you might get on something like a Rode NT1A or even some cheaper condensers. Those try to fake air by pushing the top end. The SCT-2000 is much more restrained, in a good way. The highs are natural and slightly rounded, so sibilance is controlled and you don't end up with sharp S's or T's. They won't unpleasantly jump out in the mix. It has that vintage smoothness like the WA-47, but it's less dark and slightly more transparent in the mids. Compared to something like the Audio-Technica AT4040, the SCT-2000 sounds less sterile. The AT4040 is very clean and accurate, but it can feel flat or thin on certain voices. The SCT-2000, on the other hand, gives you a little bit of that extra harmonic lift, the slight saturation and tonal richness that makes any voice feel more alive. It also handles dynamic performances very well. Whispery vocals sound intimate and close, while louder singing or speaking doesn't distort or lose clarity. To put it simply, this mic doesn't sound like a $200 mic. It sounds like something you would expect in the $600 to $1,000 range. And no, it's not going to beat out a real U87, but it definitely punches above its weight.